Could I survive on just the age pension, or as it's known in North America, the Social Security? Thanks for tuning in to The Apprentice Retiree. For some time now, I have believed that if I was mortgage free, I could survive my retirement years on just the age pension. But am I correct? Currently, the age pension in Australia, the full age pension, is $1,144 a fortnight, or $29,754 a year. According to the ASFA, which is a peak super body in Australia, a single person needs an income of $51,894, and a couple needs an income of $73,031 to live a comfortable retirement in Australia. Although I've reached the retirement age of 67, I still run 2 part-time businesses, and I still have a small mortgage on my home. But my plan is to downsize once I sell my businesses, or one of them I'm going to close up in a few months' time, and then the second one I will sell when I need to, and it'll only really be because of my health that I sell it. But my plan is once I sell that second business, then I will downsize, get rid of my mortgage, and mainly live off the age pension. Is it possible? About a year or so back, I wrote up a budget for retirement. Now, at that stage, looking back on that budget, things have changed quite a bit, especially things like my house insurance. That's gone up a lot in the last year, partly because I made a claim last year, but also because of inflation. Now, the other things that I wasn't sure about at the time were, I really only guesstimated, costs like my groceries, what I spend on gifts, what I spend on my motor vehicles, petrol, maintenance, things like that. I had never really kind of stuck to a budget or kept a budget. So about back in September of last year, I decided I needed to start recording all my outgoings, everything I spent, every personal outgoing. I didn't keep a record for this purposes of my business costs, because once I retire, I won't have those costs. So at this stage, my intention is to record all my outgoings for the next 12 months, just so that I can get a better picture of what I'm spending annually, and whether I may need to give up certain things, or possibly even find another income to supplement the age pension. Over the past year, I've been a subscriber of Buzz's Retirement Garage on YouTube. Now, Buzz, over the last 12 months, Buzz has done a similar experiment where he's worked out all his outgoings, and at the end of the 12-month period, he looked at what he spent and what his Social Security covered. Thanks, Buzz, for sowing the seed, because I think it's a really valuable experience to go through, a valuable exercise for all of us to go through, just to give us a better picture of our expenses and our cost of living as we enter or approach retirement. For this video today, I'm just going to go over last September's outgoings. Probably in the next video I'll go over a couple of months, just so that I can eventually catch up. But last September, so first of all I have my home insurance. Now this in September of 2024, this cost me $461.36. My rates, which I paid on a quarterly basis, cost me $424. My groceries, which was a nice surprise, cost me $277.35. The internet cost me $89. That's pretty much a fixed fee, fixed cost. My medication cost me $120.21 for the month of September. I spent $236.60 on gifts. Now I've got quite a large family. I've got 9 kids and 16 grandkids, and so I've got birthdays coming up all the time. I think maybe a bereavement was also included in this amount. I've got a pet dog called Brian. I adopted Brian about just over a year ago. He's 10 years of age. But for the month of September, he only cost me $32 for his feed. I dined out a couple of times. It came to $33.80. My garden, being September, it's spring over here, so I spent a little bit on my garden, $29.30. Clothing, I think this covered a pair of shoes that I needed for work. It cost me $130. Personal care, I spent $15. Learning, I spent $114.75, and that was for an annual subscription on Skillshare. My YouTube channel, I pretty much set it up, started it in September, and I bought the equipment that I needed to start it, and that came to $72. Events, I spent $40.42. That was something at the local museum, an special event there that I went to. I spent $35 on my phone for the month. On my motorbikes, I spent $31.95. This covered only petrol. For my car, I didn't spend any money for petrol on my car last September. My bike registrations cost me $225.20, and that covered one bike for 6 months. My bike insurances come to $40.06. That's for 3 bikes. And my car insurance cost me $13.35. It's just for third party only. So for the month of September, my outgoings amounted to $2,421.35. Now, as I said earlier, per month for the full age pension, I would receive $2,479.50. So I'm pretty much $50 in the red for the month of September. That wraps it up. Look, I hope this has been helpful, and I hope people can kind of get something from it and maybe even take up this exercise themselves. It is, I found it really, really valuable, and I'm really keen to see what my budget, what my outgoings for the year are going to look like, and that'll give me a better picture of what my retirement's going to look like. Anyway, thanks for joining in on this video, and we'll see you in the next one.